And welcome to John Cox Stadium in Childersburg for the 71st renewal of Sylacauga and Childersburg here at John Cox Stadium tonight. I'm Jim L. Abrams. This is the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week. For all our broadcast crew at the field and also at our studios, we hope you can stay with us for the next few hours for high school football. The pregame show tonight brought to you by Miller Lumber Company. The Aggies have owned the past decade against Childersburg. The Aggies won 10 of the last 11 matchups. Childersburg enters tonight's game looking to beat the Aggies for the first time since 2013. The Aggies 4-1 on the season, ended the first half of the year with a 12-7 loss to Class 5A Region 5 Mortimer Jordan last week. Childersburg, meantime, 3-2 on the season. They ended the first half of the season with a much-needed 42-26 area region win over Handley last Friday night. Tigers overcame a 14-point deficit to earn the first win in Class 4A Region 4. More importantly, snap a two-game losing streak. Now, Sylacauga and Childersburg known for their defense. The Aggies giving up 11.8 points per game with their defense, and they'll have their hands full tonight as Terry Thomas and Maurice Bennett. Thomas rushed for 179 yards last week. Austin Douglas had a career night for Childersburg. He threw for over 220 yards and 3 touchdowns and rushed for another one. So it's going to be a big matchup tonight between two inter-county rivals. The Childersburg Tigers hosting the Sylacauga Aggies. We are at the midway point of the season. We look at some of the schedules remaining, some of the teams remaining for both these teams. And Sylacauga will be back at home next week as the Aggies 4-1. They go back in region play. They will play St. Clair County next Friday night, then travel to Centerpoint for a region game and close out with Central of Clay County and Munford. So a lot of region games left for Sylacauga. For the Childersburg Tigers, their schedule, they're 3-2 on the year. And after tonight, they'll play at Elmore County. They'll host Lincoln and then travel to Leeds and to Anniston. So Childersburg has their work cut out for them as well for the remainder of the 2018 schedule. You're watching the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week on TV 47, the Alabama Cable Network, and TV 24. And we welcome you aboard tonight as the Miller Lumber Company pregame show continues. We talked with Coach Jonathan Beverly, and he kind of gave a little insight about this Sylacauga football team and the direction of his Childersburg Tigers.
First off, congratulations. Big win for you guys. That's a good win in the region and a good way to start the new season here.
Yeah, it was a good region win for us. We came out and played well. Really, dominated 3 quarters of the game. From the second quarter on, we really took care of business in all 3 phases. So I was really proud of the guys to be able to take care of that, put us in a better position going into the second half of the season.
How's the roster shaping up going into mid-season here? Starting out here, we're dead middle of the season. How's your roster looking? Any injuries or any injury updates?
We had about 5 guys out 2 weeks ago. Had 5 starters out 2 weeks ago. Got 3 of them back. Still waiting to get 2 back. So, we were bit with the injury bug, at one point during the season, but we're starting to progressively get ourselves back. The bye week next week comes at a great time for us.
Coach, big matchup this weekend. It's a non-region game, but there's more to it than just it's all about local pride.
It is. It's a rivalry week for us. It means a lot to this community. It means a lot to these kids. It means a lot to our school. And so we're trying to have a great week of preparation and focus, and hopefully can go out and make everybody proud with our performance Friday night.
How much conversations leading up to this game do you have with Coach Griff?
I'm sure we'll see each other tomorrow night at our radio shows. They go back to back. So, I have a ton of respect for Coach Griffith. He does a great job. I pull for those guys to be successful, 9 out of 10 weeks. Obviously, this week's not one of them. But, like I said, I have a lot of respect for what he does. And, I would hope that he would say the same. And, I'm sure, any interaction we have will be cordial up until Friday night.
Do a lot of the kids understand, how big this rival is? I mean, granted, like I said, it's not a region game, but there's a lot of local pride. A lot of these kids understand that.
I think so. I think not only, it's a big game and it means a lot to them, but, these kids, they know each other. They go to church with each other. They, grow up playing in the same, rec leagues and things like that. So, it carries a lot of weight. Their parents know each other. Their siblings know each other. And so I think it means a lot to them to be able to go out and play well and hopefully get a win.
Looking forward, you always want to concentrate on one game at a time, but looking forward, how's the region shaping up at this point?
It's wide open. Like right now, we control our own destiny as far as getting in and even getting a home game, second, third, or fourth place. We control our own destiny with that. If we take care of business 1 week at a time, we can take care of those goals. As far as winning the region, we would need a little help. But right now, the region's wide open. I think there's a number of teams that are still in contention to be able to win it. And we're fortunate to be one of them. So right now we just need to take it 1 week at a time, and really we're just trying to get in. I feel like we'll be battle tested. So right now our focus is just getting in, being one of the top 4 seeds so that we can go and play in late November.
Thanks, Coach Beverly.
I appreciate it.
That is Coach Jonathan Beverly as he has his Childersburg Tigers at home tonight. It is senior night for Childersburg, and it should be a good matchup at John Cox Stadium in Childersburg between the Sylacauga Aggies and the home-standing Childersburg Tigers. We'll be back with more of the Miller Lumber Company pregame show right after this.
Don't crack under the pressure of foundation issues. The certified specialists at Ox Foundation Solutions can permanently fix foundation problems at the best price guaranteed. And did you know, moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Not getting a good night's sleep? Come into King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga and let us help you get that good night's sleep you deserve. We carry the best quality mattresses at the best prices from Restonic, King Cole, and Park Place. Eurotop Queen mattresses start at $199. Check out our Restonic Cabot Eurotop mattress with 1,000 individually pocketed coils, marvelous middle for back support, and comfort gel memory foam. King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga. Best quality at the best prices.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
We're about 21 minutes away from kickoff at John Cox Stadium in Childersburg. The Aggies and Tigers, and Coach Matt Griffith, the head football coach and athletic director at Sylacauga High School, talked to him, and he's got much respect for Childersburg. He's awfully proud of his team and how hard they played last week in that 12-7 loss to Mortimer Jordan.
Hey, fight on 3. 1, 2, 3, fight. There we go. There we go.
It was a tough one last Friday.
Sure.
Moving on from there, kids are sitting strong right now. You're still sitting where you're ready. You can still advance in the region.
Right. Well, I mean, we're 4-1 overall. I think we're 2-1 in the region, so we're sitting pretty good right there. I told our kids they played so hard on Friday night and gave themselves an opportunity to win. Look, we had a great week of practice that week, and if we hadn't had such a great week of practice, I think we'd have been in trouble Friday night. That was a very good football team. We were outmatched in a couple of positions, especially on offensive line, but I thought the kids did a great job of battling through, giving themselves a chance to win in the end. We just came up a little short. The biggest thing now, we've had 1 loss in 5 games. Biggest thing now is you got the second half of the regular season, and it starts with Childersburg, and it's a rival game. I told them it all starts right there, and then we'll worry about the region when we get back to it. So right now, all we are focused on Childersburg.
Going in this game, it is a non-region game, but there's a lot on the line. This is about local pride.
Yeah, absolutely.
These kids know each other. I mean, you and Coach Beverly know each other.
Right.
How do you convey that to the kids? Like, hey, this is important.
Well, I don't think we ever have to motivate that Sylacauga kid to get ready for Childersburg, and I'm sure Coach Beverly does not have to motivate a Childersburg kid for the Sylacauga game. The two communities are so intertwined. I know a lot of Sylacauga guys that have married Childersburg girls. I know Childersburg guys that have married Sylacauga girls. You know, and it's kind of like that Comer thing too. All the communities are intertwined, so there's a lot of rivalry there because of it, because where somebody went to high school. They know the importance of it. They've had a good week of practice because of it. The biggest thing we've got to do is go down there and do what we do and do it well, and don't turn the ball over, and don't just handle those momentum swings of a big rival game.
Coach, looking down the road, you know, you've got a few banged up players. What is your update on your injuries? Right?
Well, the biggest thing is DeMarco Campbell has been cleared as of October 2nd. So he'll totally be in the clear come Monday. You know, right now, Ludell has been cleared, but I don't feel real comfortable right now with him not having any practice time about Friday night. And so we'll probably hold him out. I'm going to make a game time situation with him. Tyler Culpepper's nursing a strained MC, which is not torn, so he's probably on hiatus for about 2 weeks, and then we'll get him back. And listen, we've had 2 back-to-back physical games. We're a little bit banged up, but we've got enough depth, I think, to be okay when we get these guys back.
Coach, thank you very much.
All right, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it. Good week of practice, okay? Mentally and physically, you just got to go down there and play hard and do what we do best. You understand?
The Miller Lumber Company pregame show continues as we check the starting lineups. Brought to you by Reaching the World Bible Church, and their 25th anniversary just celebrated last Sunday. And Brother Henry and Sister Ella Looney, the co-pastors there at Reaching the World Bible Church on North Cannon Avenue in Sylacauga. Offensively for Sylacauga tonight, we began at left tackle with number 73, Graham Hughey. He is a senior. Left guard, number 69, Clay Brasher. He is a junior. At center, number 51, Austin Allen, who's a senior. At right guard, a junior, number 59, LaJordan Pearson. At right tackle, a senior, number 53, Kelvin Jemison. The Y receiver, a senior, number 13, Tyler Thompson. A senior X receiver is number 8, Brady Davis. The Z receiver, a senior, is number 12, Quay Taylor. In the backfield, the B back, junior, number 11, Journey Stockdale. And number 5 is the A back, a junior, Jordan Ridgway. The quarterback, a senior, number 4, Dalen Keith. And the kicker, number 25, Cole Porch. Defensively for Sylacauga, they shape up like this. At defensive end, number 55, Zane Smith, he's a senior. At left end, number 70, Christian Twyman, he's a sophomore. At the tackle slots, number 58, Taylor Strickland, and number 54, Darren McElrath, both juniors. The Sam linebacker is a senior, number 15, Rusty Kraft. The Mike backer, number 45, junior, Chase Ivy. The Will linebacker, number 9, Torrey Harris, who's also a junior. The 2 corners are number 29, Gabe Cox, he's a junior, and number 20, Dontavius Ware, sophomore. The 2 safeties, number 27, Malik Pope, a freshman, and number 17, sophomore, is Luke Vincent, the punter. Number 8, Brady Davis. Those are your offensive and defensive lineup for the Sylacauga Aggies. Now turning to the home-standing Childersburg Tigers as we look at the offense or the offense for the Tigers. We began with number 60, Keyshawn Reynolds, and the other offensive lineman, number 61, Isaiah Rogers. The offensive lineman includes number 57, Andrew Chapman, number 55, Ryan Heath, and number 64, Isaiah Stamps. The tight end for Childersburg, he's a good one, Christian Guerrero, number 32. At the wing back, number 15, Cameron Thrash, and Keyshawn McKinney, he's a guy to watch, number 10. He scored a couple of touchdowns last weekend. Number 1 is Terry Thomas, the tailback. The fullback is big number 24, Ryan Logan, and the quarterback, number 2, Austin Douglas. Defensively for the Childersburg Tigers, who come in at 3-2, we began with defensive ends Desmond Phillips, along with defensive end number 57, Andrew Chapman. The defensive tackles, Isaiah Stamps and Keith and Keith, I should say, number 64 and 52 respectfully. Linebacker number 7, Darrell Bradford. Another backer, number 3, Maurice Bennett. Number 6, Zay Youngblood, a linebacker. Free safety number 8, Lamar Duncan. Cornerbacks are Marquise Duncan, and he's number 5, and number 4 is Will Foy, another cornerback, and number 1 is strong safety Terry Thomas. Those are your offense and defensive starting lineups for the Childersburg Tigers. This is the 71st renewal of this rivalry, and it's really, Coach Griffith talked about, it's the only rivalry that they have left in the immediate area, as they're not playing Childersburg or B.B. Comer any longer. So this matchup goes back a long way, as Childersburg hadn't beaten Sylacauga since 2013, so it's been a while. Gerhard Methengani takes a look at our pigskin preview coming up next. You can see all of that tonight at 10:30. Here is Gerhard.
Thank you so much, Jimmy Dale. We're here at the Pigskin Roundup Studios getting ready for another big show. With, of course, week 5 of the high school football season, meaning the non-region games are the ones that stick out. We know that you have a lot over there. In Talladega County, we have a lot all over the state. One of the big ones we want to feature is Piedmont and Jacksonville. These two schools sit just 15 miles apart, but they haven't played since 1997. We dropped by the Eagles practice earlier this week. Jacksonville is hot, especially on offense. They've scored 213 points, 42 points per game on average, and they're getting ready for yet another big challenge.
I like how our team competes. I think we've got a team full of competitors that like to go out on Friday night and like to compete to win. We've been able to stay pretty healthy for the first part of the season, and so that's just been a big key for us as well. So we're happy where we are, but we have to continue to get better.
Honestly, I knew this was going to be a great team back in the spring when we had spring training. We all bonded in the locker room. We did things outside of football practice that made us become a great team.
Of course, when you say Piedmont, they are really the toast of Calhoun County. They have a tradition-rich football squad, 3 state championships since 2009, and Jacksonville sees this game as a big non-region matchup that can get them ready for the playoffs.
Piedmont's a great just team all around. They don't really have many mistakes in their offense. They're a very sound team. We just got to be right back with them with sound defense, sound offense. We got to run the ball, pass the ball, do everything they can do, but do it just a little bit better. It's
Piedmont. They're consistent. When you watch them on film, they're confident. They play with confidence. They never lose their cool. They never beat themselves. They're always right there, and if they need to win a game in the fourth quarter, they're used to doing that. We're going to have to play 4 quarters of mistake-free football in all phases of the game to have a chance to beat them.
If you're looking for a playmaker to follow in this game for Jacksonville, it is Ron Wiggins. He has absolutely exploded over the last 3 weeks, accounting for over 800 yards and 15 touchdowns. He garnered statewide headlines last week against Cleveland County when he posted up 409 rushing yards and 5 scores.
First, it was my line. I want to give a shout out to them. And then it was just my offense just helping me get that. I knew that I had to get 225 yards at the beginning of the game, and that's what I tried to get. And the stat man, Coach Salmon, at the end of the game, he asked me how many I think I have, and I thought it was like around the 300 range mark, and he told me 409, and my mouth just dropped.
Our offensive line has played really well this season, opening up holes for him. And so, offensively, it's just been one of those things where kind of, we just take what they're giving us. 3 straight games with 5 touchdowns. And, it's just a credit to the rest of the team and the way that Ron has worked to get himself into this. He's matured physically, mentally, the way he prepares. And, he's a tremendous athlete, and he's just playing real well right now.
It should be a great one over at Golden Eagle Stadium in Jacksonville. That is one of several games we will cover on the Pigskin Roundup. Coming up a little bit later tonight at 10:30. We'll also have the scores of all of our local games, area highlights. Our cameras will be everywhere. Lincoln, Hokes Bluff, Spring Garden, Pleasant Valley, Weaver, Anniston. We look for from y'all's report over in Talladega County and several others. Spring Garden head coach Jason Howard will join us in studio, as well as Westbrook Christian head coach Brian Mintz. And of course, you can watch the show live at TV24.tv or through TV47. Thank you so much, Jimmy Dale. We'll see you guys a little bit later tonight on the Pigskin Roundup.
That is the Childersburg High School Marching Band with our national anthem tonight, brought to you by Sylacauga Glass on Broadway in Sylacauga. Mike and Debbie Sanders, longtime friends and supporters of athletics and academics, and Sylacauga Glass glad to present the national anthem. Let's take a look at last week's highlights as we get set for Sylacauga and Childersburg in about 5 minutes. Touchdown. Mark aims for the big fullback. He bangs it in from a yard out. He's looking to throw, and he throws under pressure, and a key play here. He dives in off right guard, and it is a touchdown. So Sylacauga with the first score in the third quarter. He loads up the throw. Fire's got a man wide open. 32-yard line. Here's Keith looking to throw. He's flush, pulls it down. He's at the 5. He's at the 10. He's across the 13 and tackled there. Keith looks to throw. He's being pressured again. He gets out of the end zone. He's going to run 20, 25. And he's going to be near the first down as he runs out of bounds. Keith wants to throw. Fires out of the spot. Fumbles the football. And Sylacauga recovers. Boy. Pressure coming. He steps away, now throws. He got a man open. 45, 40, Ludell. Still looking for room. Ludell is hit and knocked down at the 37-yard line. Keith feeling pressure again. Throws. And he's throwing into double coverage incomplete. And Mortimer Jordan will take over on downs. The Miller Lumber Company pregame show every Friday night here on TV 47, the Alabama Cable Network, and TV 24 as Childersburg going to host Sylacauga tonight. Childersburg 3-2 on the season. Coach Jonathan Beverly in his 3rd year as head coach at Childersburg. And Coach Matt Griffith, he's in his, I think, 14th year now at Sylacauga High School. The Aggies are 4-1. They started the season 4-0, and they lose to Mortimer Jordan last week 12-7, their first region loss of the season. Sylacauga was ranked number 6 prior to last week's game. You see the Childersburg Tigers head out onto the playing field in their blue jerseys tonight and white pants. And the Sylacauga Aggies across the way with their white travel jerseys as we get set for high school football. The Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week. We hope you can stay with us as this is an inter-county matchup between two teams that are about 8 miles from each other. And we talked earlier today about some of the team's parents married an individual from either or the other school, and they go to church together. They play summer ball together. They hang out a lot together, but when it comes to Sylacauga and Childersburg on the gridiron, they are no friends. And we get set to go for high school football tonight from John Cox Stadium in Childersburg. It's the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week. Childersburg will kick off from their own 40-yard line, and Sylacauga will get the football first as we await the kick from the Childersburg Tigers. Childersburg kicking off, that is William Foy. And Foy kicks it to the 35-yard line and taken down there for Sylacauga's Malik Pope. So it'll be a first down for Sylacauga at their own 35-yard line. Just underway from John Cox Stadium in Childersburg. Sylacauga with quarterback Dalen Keith, who was under duress most of last week's game against Mortimer Jordan. Threw a couple of interceptions, and both those were throws where he was running for his life. Inside handoff, crossing the 40 to the 45-yard line, and picking up the first down is Journey Stockdale, the junior. So Stockdale with a 10-yard run. Across the 45 to the 46. That's the Greater Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce first down. Well, actually, that's the Randy Jinks first down. We've got something else coming for Greater Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce. First down at the 46-yard line. Handoff right in, and being slammed down is the ball carrier. That's Jordan Ridgway. And Childersburg defensively, they're salty. The first two games, they didn't give up any points. Gave up 22 last week to Hanley. Hanley's got an excellent football team. Second down and 10. Inside again. It's hard running by Journey Stockdale. And he's in the grass, got Maurice Bennett. Maurice Bennett's an outstanding player for Childersburg. You see the run by Stockdale. Third down and about 4. Keith takes a snap, and he gives to Stockdale again, and he's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Stamps the first to get there, and he's helped out by Andrew Chapman, so it's fourth down. Sylacauga didn't convert there. They're at their 47-yard line of Childersburg with a fourth down and 2. And Sylacauga apparently is going to call a timeout here with 9:52. They want to make sure on this 4th down play. This is the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week. Back in 30 seconds.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
After the Aggie timeout, Coach Griff has got his team back out on the field, a 4th down and 2, and it looks like Sylacauga will go for it here. Midway between the 47 and 46 yard line. Keith brings a man in motion. Keith gives off 1st down and more, splitting the defense all the way to the 37 yard line. Is a nice run that time by Jordan Ridgway. That is a Randy Jinks 1st down. So the Aggies keeping it on the ground here and pretty effective against this Childersburg defense so far. 1st and 10 from the 37. I set for Keith. Long count, works out of the I, and he goes right back inside to the fullback, Journey Stockdale, and he's driven back after a gain of a yard or 2. Andrew Chapman, one of the first to get there for Childersburg. Not much on the carry at the 34 yard line. Second down. Looking to throw, and he's going to be sacked all the way back to the 47 yard line. And that's going to be a penalty against Keyshawn McKinney for the horse collar. McKinney grabbed him by the neck, the jersey, and pulled him down, and that'll cost Childersburg a penalty. And boy, they had a big play defensively there, but the penalty is going to wipe that off. It is a personal foul against Keyshawn McKinney. McKinney had a wide open shot at Keith, but he just got his hands up too high in that jersey around the collar, and they're going to call that every time. The field had a lot of rain this week, and in some parts of the field it's kind of soggy. At the 31 yard line, and quarterback keeper Keith makes one miss and drives ahead. That's Dylan Keith, his 1st carry of the night. On the stop for Childersburg, Maurice Bennett. That'll be a Randy Jinks 1st down for the Aggies at the 21 yard line. You see that, and Maurice Bennett finally closes him out, but Dylan Keith is a good ball handler and can run the football down the field. Inside handoff. Sylacauga banging between the tackles, and that is Journey Stockdale on the carry. Stockdale picks up about 3 yards maybe. 8:12 to go in the 1st quarter. Sylacauga hasn't thrown a pass yet. Keith sets his offense. Keith is going to give it off left end to Ridgway, and Ridgway is knocked down. Quickly over to make the stop is Keith and Keith, and also Zay Youngblood. So it'll be 3rd down now from the 18 yard line. Pitch on the corner. That's Ridgway. Ridgway is tripped up. A nice open field tackle by Zay Youngblood, the linebacker. Officials looking to see if they've got the first down. They will measure it here. But Sylacauga obviously feeling like they can run the football on Childersburg defensive front. And so far, they've been very successful. They took the opening kick from their own 35-yard line, and they're inside the 15 down near the 11-yard line. That is a Randy Jinks first down for the Aggies. Be 1st and 10 just outside the 10 at about the 11-yard line. Sylacauga hasn't made any mistakes so far and handling the football pretty good. Childersburg will try to dig in defensively for the Aggies and try to stop Sylacauga here with the first down and 10 at the 11-yard line. Now the whistles blow. They don't have the chains moved yet. Got to have them set for sure. First man through, running to the end zone, Jordan Ridgway. Ridgway from 11 yards out. Sylacauga offensively, their offensive line just opened a big hole for Ridgway, and he scores from 11 yards out. And that offensive line includes Graham Huey, Clay Brasher, Austin Allen, LaJordan Pearson, and Kelvin Jemison. And so Sylacauga, the opening kickoff, 65 yards for the touchdown. The point after by Cole Porch. Place down, kick up, and the kick looks true, and it is. Sylacauga 7 and Childersburg nothing. 6:50 to go in the first quarter. This is the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week.
A funeral service represents a family's final farewell to their loved ones. Knowing this, we go beyond what is expected to ensure the ceremony is beautiful and memorable, a truly fitting tribute to that special life. We invite you to visit us to meet our staff and tour our renovated facility complete with a new dining area and catering services. We've been serving the people of this area for over 40 years, and we think that you'll be pleased to find that making lasting impressions remains our first priority. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.
So Sylacauga went 65 yards all on the ground and capped off with an 11-yard touchdown run by Jordan Ridgway. And the Aggies kicked the extra point, and they lead it 7-0. So Sylacauga now kicks off to Childersburg, and the Tigers will get their first look offensively. Porch approaches the football and drives it up to the 23-yard line, and a fair catch is called for by Childersburg's Zay Youngblood. So it'll be first down for Childersburg, and last week Austin Douglas had a career night throwing the football. Over 220 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he scored a touchdown himself on the ground. So Sylacauga will keep an eye on him, as well as Terry Thomas. Thomas is an outstanding football player. Thomas rolls out. Now you don't have to flip it out here to McKinney. McKinney has got the 30. He's got the 35 down the sideline. Foot race. And let's see if anybody can catch him. Foot race to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Touchdown. The Childersburg Tigers with a nice little flare out in the backfield. And Keyshawn McKinney takes it all the way. Wow. You see McKinney catch it at about the 23 and makes one man miss there, another miss. And he's down the sideline, a miss there by Sylacauga. And coming over to try to make a shoestring tackle is Dontavius Ware, but he can't get to him. Long touchdown run by Keyshawn McKinney. Childersburg can tie it up here. One play for the Tigers. Are they calling this back? I think they are. Wow. Big penalty against Childersburg. Blocking below the knees, I think, was a call. But that is a tough penalty. When you think Childersburg got points on the board, you wipe it off. And the Tigers are penalized. You can't afford to do that against a good Sylacauga defense. Sylacauga 7, Childersburg nothing. So you wipe off the long touchdown run by Keyshawn McKinney after the throw from Austin Douglas. You see it right here. And McKinney takes it at about the 23, and he takes it all the way to the house, but the penalty wipes it off. 6:35 to go in the first quarter. Sylacauga leading by a score of 7-0. The Aggies took the opening kickoff 65 yards. Childersburg, their kickoff, they set up at the 23, and one play in the end zone, but they were penalized and they brought it back. Terry Thomas in the backfield with Austin Douglas. The ball is marked at the, trying to see where it's marked, about the 12-yard line. Douglas takes the snap and gives to Thomas. Thomas is on the outside, can't get a block, and he ran into his own guy. Making sure he went down is Torrey Harris, the junior. Thomas could have gained more then, but he ran into the back of his own player. At the 19-yard line, still a nice gain. Pickup of about 7. 7-0 Sylacauga, 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Much cooler night than last Friday night. Temperatures going to be dipping pretty quickly tonight. Douglas takes a snap and gives to Thomas again. Thomas is hit, breaks a tackle, goes across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Sylacauga with Taylor Strickland, the first to get there. I bring up 3rd down now, and trying to get the chain set for you in just a minute. Third down and about 2. Douglas rolls to throw on the 3rd and 2. Throws it out in the flat. It's caught. First down at the 35-yard line. With the reception for Childersburg, that is Cameron Thrash. See the replay on the Randy Jinks first down throw. He put it in there where his receiver would be the only one who could catch it. Dontavius Ware with the tackle. It is a Randy Jinks first down. 35-yard line. Sylacauga leading Childersburg 7-0. This is a non-region game, but it means a lot to both of these schools. Douglas with a long play call. 4:35 in the first quarter. Douglas gives to Taylor and gives to Thomas, and whistles blow. And that will be a Childersburg timeout, I think. Yeah, it is a timeout with 4:31 to go in the first quarter. Sylacauga leading the Childersburg Tigers 7-0. This is the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Back at John Cox Stadium in Childersburg after the Tiger timeout. It's a first down for Childersburg. They throw it out in the flat to Keyshawn McKinney. McKinney breaks a couple of tackles, and he's hit at the 40 and driven back. There for Sylacauga's Chase Ivy. And Also there is Gabe Cox. Second down from the 41-yard line. Childersburg trailing Sylacauga 7-0. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Second down and 5. Douglas and Thomas slips down as he makes his cut at the 41-yard line. No gain. We mentioned a good bit of rain this week, and the field is kind of slippery in spots. That'll bring up third down. Some of these parts of the field, especially toward the middle, you're going to have a difficult time making those cuts that you would normally make easily on a dry field. Third down. Aggie 4-man front. Douglas is going to give it to Thomas, and Sylacauga wraps him up in the backfield. Taylor Strickland tackles Thomas. And a loss on the play of a couple of yards. Therefore, Sylacauga 2 is Rusty Kraft, so Childersburg will punt. Thomas, the punter, stands at his 26. Good snap. He gets it out of there, and it's a long kick. And it's going to hit at the 25-yard line and roll inside the 15 to the 12, where it's downed by the Childersburg Tigers. That is Cameron Thrash. So Sylacauga will take over. And it could be a penalty. It is a penalty here on the punt. So we'll see what happens here. Childersburg's already had a 77-yard touchdown run call back after a throw and catch. Don't know who the penalty is against. It looks like they're talking to Coach Beverly and see if it goes against Sylacauga. The officials continue to converse with Coach Beverly, and personal foul against Sylacauga. That apparently was on the punt return, so that'll push it back 15 yards. So Sylacauga will start deeper in their own territory after the penalty. And the ball is going to be marked, where are they going to put it? At the 6-yard line? Wow. First down and 10, Sylacauga deep in their own territory, leading by a score of 7-0. 2:21 to go in the first quarter. Dylan Keith, the senior, has Ridgeway and Stockdale back there with him in the I set. Keith takes a snap, gives to Ridgeway. Ridgeway cuts back inside and spins to about the 9-yard line. Marquise Duncan, along with Andrew Chapman. For Childersburg. Not much running room there. Childersburg defense just slams that one down. Dylan Keith on the keeper. So that'll bring up third down. Keith and Keith, the senior, stacks that up. So third down and long for the Aggies with 1:26 to go in the first quarter. Sylacauga is yet to throw the football. Everything they've gotten is on the ground. At the 9, Keith rolls the throw for the first time tonight, throws into single coverage and is too long. Intended for Taylor. And that'll bring up a punting situation. Good coverage by Marquise Duncan for Childersburg. Greater Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce replay. And you'll see it's out of the reach of Taylor. So the Aggies will punt now from their own end zone. Brady Davis set to punt it. He stands 5 yards deep in the end zone, and he gets it out of there. It's a pretty short punt. It gets a Sylacauga bounce and will roll across the 35 to the 38-yard line. So Childersburg in good field position in Aggie territory at the 38-yard line. Short punt by Davis puts Childersburg in good shape. And taking that penalty, not making Sylacauga punt it over, was a good thing for Childersburg because they've got the football in Aggie territory at the 38-yard line. Austin Douglas, a senior quarterback, has Bennett back there with him this time. Douglas rolling the throw, throws on the run, and it's incomplete. Intended for Keyshawn McKinney, but was a little wide for McKinney. McKinney caught some balls last week that only he could catch. 2nd and 10 for Childersburg. .49 seconds to go in the first quarter. Sylacauga leads 7-0. Maurice McKinney, the senior, lines up in the backfield with Douglas. And they're going to give it to Maurice Bennett, and he doesn't get much. Bring up 3rd down. And still 10 yards to go. So Childersburg trying to convert a first down here on 3rd down. Douglas gets the play from Coach Beverly and his staff. To the top of the screen goes Cameron Thrash in the slot. Here is Douglas to throw. Throws down the field. Receiver late turning around, but is incomplete. Intended for Cameron Thrash. Thrash turned his head to the sideline. The pass went to the middle of the field, and it falls incomplete. So that'll bring up a punting situation for Childersburg. Terry Thomas to punt. So Childersburg started it in Aggie territory at the 38. 3 plays, they're still at the same spot. So Thomas will stand at midfield to punt. Thomas steps back to get it and punts it, and it's going to be hit at the 10-yard line and caught, and being run out of bounds at about the 20-yard line as the first quarter comes to a close. That is Dontavius Ware. First quarter is done. The Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week, Sylacauga 7, Childersburg nothing.
Collier Motors Paint and Body, family owned and operated, has been serving the folks of Sylacauga and South Talladega County for over 26 years. We do all types of body work and use PPG paints. We offer a lifetime warranty for our work. We also do all types of insurance work too. We at Collier Motors are proud supporters of all our schools here in South Talladega County. So come in and see Norman, Leslie, and the guys. And from our family to yours, thank you.
Town and Country Cleaners, West Fort Williams and Sylacauga, Cherokee Road and Alexander City understand the business of life. Your dry cleaning is our specialty, whatever the season may be. Mondays, 5 laundry shirts, $8.25. Tuesday, 2-piece suits, $6.50. Wednesday, regular dresses, $6.50 each. And Wednesday and Thursday, pants, $3.25 each. From uniforms for officers to cheerleaders to band, we handle them all. Town and Country Cleaners, Sylacauga and Alexander City. From our friendly staff, we say
Thank you.
Sylacauga took the opening kickoff and marched 65 yards, capped off by an 11-yard touchdown run from Ridgeway. And the Aggies hold a 7-0 lead over the Childersburg Tigers. So Sylacauga has it at their own 20-yard line. Crossing the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35-yard line. Randy Jinks' first down is Jordan Ridgeway. So it is a Randy Jinks' first down, and Ridgeway with a nice gain on first down. Sylacauga feels very confident that they can just run the football on Childersburg defensively. They got it out to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Not much happening there. Slammed down Zay Youngblood with the bonnet in the chest of Journey Stockdale. You can see him get hit right there. That was almost helmet to helmet. Second down and 10, or second down and 8, excuse me. Here's Keith taking the snap. And circling left in is Ridgeway. And Ridgeway is knocked down at the 37-yard line. Caleb Swain, the tackler. Swain is a freshman, defensive tackle. That'll bring up 3rd down now and 6 for Sylacauga. Keith. And timeout is going to be called. As Coach Griffith not pleased, he was trying to get the play in, and Keith had trouble getting it. We'll take a timeout with Sylacauga leading Childersburg 7-0.
Ron Johnson has been serving the people in the Coosa Valley for over 38 years. As a voice for the citizens of District 33, he has been a champion for the schools and their athletic programs. Ron Johnson proudly supports the teams competing every Friday night here in District 33. So good luck and have a great season.
Keith unsure of the call from the sideline, and Coach Griff wants to make certain that they get the play in that they want to run on this 3rd down, so they called a timeout. 3rd down and about 6 to go for Sylacauga from their own 38-yard line. Reset the field clock. Here's Keith with a man in motion. Gonna pitch it to Ridgeway. Ridgeway's across the 45, and he's cut down at the 48-yard line. Penalty flag coming in late. And over making a block is Brady Davis. I don't know if that's going to be against Sylacauga on the sideline or not. It is holding. Davis may have gotten in the back of the potential tackler. That negates the first down. So Sylacauga will be penalized 10 yards. And the ball is spotted now at the 38-yard line. Still about 3rd and 4, maybe closer to 5. Keith getting the play in from the sideline. Now he'll send Stockdale on the other side of him, brings a man back in motion, and he's rolling to throw. Squaring and throwing, he's got a man out there, caught at the 30-yard line to the 28. Nice reception by Taylor, and Taylor had to turn his body a little bit, but he made the reception all the way to the Childersburg 30-yard line. You see the Greater Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce replay, and he throws it down the middle of the field, And Taylor with a nice sure-handed catch, and is tackled at the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Marquise Duncan. And they're going to bring this one back as well. So another penalty. That negates another first down. That's 2 first downs in a row Sylacauga's had wiped off. But this time it moves to the 33-yard line. Third down, and very long for Sylacauga now. Did not see the call, what the penalty was. It may have been holding again. Malik Wyckoff checks out of the game. Keith looking to throw. He's throwing out in the flat to Taylor. Taylor's across the 40, tripped up to the 43-yard line. Nice tackle by the Childersburg Tigers. See Taylor throw it out, and moving into the middle of the field is Taylor to make the reception. Here's Ridgeway. Ridgeway's got some running room. Midfield, 46-yard line goes Ridgeway, and that's a Randy Jinks first down. Making the tackle, the linebacker, Keith and Keith. Sylacauga put some bonnets on the defenders. Nice block out here by Clay Brazier. And it's an Aggie first down. Rolling away from pressure and being sacked behind the line of scrimmage. It's Andrew Chapman. Zay Youngblood was giving chase, and Youngblood actually may have tripped him up a little bit. Chapman closes him out. Big loss. Second down. At the 47-yard line. 8:56 remaining in the first half. Sylacauga 7, Childersburg nothing. Inside handoff, and right there to meet the ball carrier was Youngblood. Ball carrier Stockdale. He didn't get much. Childersburg has got active linebackers. They make a lot of tackles. The third down now. And still about maybe 15 yards to go. Keith rolling, looking, throwing to the corner, caught, and breaking a tackle to the 30-yard line. Nice reception again by Taylor. And that'll be a Randy Jinks first down at the 29-yard line. Good pass protection. He squares his feet and throws it. And a nice catch by Taylor. He slips off the tackler and goes inside the 30-yard line. That's a Randy Jinks first down. Remember, Sylacauga penalized on their opening play, and they picked up first down anyway at the 30-yard line. Ridgeway off left tackle. Ridgeway bulls his way for a couple of 3 yards. Youngblood around the football a lot tonight. He gets up off the bottom of the stack. Second down. Pick up a 3. 7:40 in the first half. Here's the fullback, Journey Stockdale. He's inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. Sylacauga has run the ball effectively most of this game. Hurt themselves with penalties on a couple of plays. Childersburg hurt themselves and negated a long touchdown throw and catch in the first quarter. Third down and 2. Keith keeps it himself. He's got plenty of running room. Keith inside the 10 to the 5 and out of bounds at the 3-yard line. William Foy chases him out of bounds. That's a Randy Jinks first down for Sylacauga. The Greater Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce replay here, and Dylan Keith just keeps it himself after the fake inside and is finally pushed out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. It's first and goal, Sylacauga. They do mark it at the 5 now, so it's first and goal at the 5. And Keith didn't know if he was going to try to keep that, but Stockdale ended up with it. And they got a couple of yards. Second down and goal. I guess they show about 1 now, so second and goal at the 4. Childersburg needs to make a stop here. They don't want to go down 14 points. They trailed last week by 14, came back and won the game with a strong second half. Here's Keith running the option. Pitch on the corner is Ridgway. Ridgway cuts inside. He's got the touchdown. Nice run by Jordan Ridgway from 4 yards out. So Ridgway with a 4-yard touchdown run. See the pitch on the corner, and a good block out there by Sylacauga, and Ridgway cuts it back, keeps his balance, and dives into the end zone. Point after to follow, and it is no good. So with 6:02 remaining in the first half, Sylacauga leads Childersburg by a score of 13-0. We're back to John Cox Stadium after this.
Don't crack under the pressure of foundation issues. The certified specialists at Ox Foundation Solutions can permanently fix foundation problems at the best price guaranteed. And did you know, moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
The junior Jordan Ridgway with a couple of touchdown runs here in the first half. One of 11 yards, the last one here 4 yards. And the Aggies lead Childersburg 13-0. Sylacauga will kick off. And it's taken in at the 14-yard line. And hit short. Getting in the secondary is the kickoff return, Terry Thomas. And the ball is marked at about the 24-yard line. You can see the field is kind of tearing up a little bit. It'll be first down and 10 for Childersburg, trailing by a score of 13-0. Sylacauga with a pair of touchdowns. Childersburg had one they thought was a touchdown. It was called back. So the Tigers take over at their 24-yard line. Douglas has Thomas behind him. Douglas rolling to throws, and it's off the hands of the intended receiver, Keyshawn McKinney. A little bit tall as Douglas running away from pressure, didn't get a whole lot on that throw. It'll be second down and 10. Keyshawn McKinney's got good speed, and he's got sure hands too. Second and 10 after the incomplete pass. We mentioned Douglas is a senior, and he's played very well this season, especially last week. He threw 3 touchdown passes. Hit in the backfield and slammed down at the 25-yard line is Thomas. You see Sylacauga getting good penetration and a hard hit by the Aggies. So to bring up 3rd down. Third down and a long 9. Douglas rolling to throw. Throws off his back foot down the field, and it is caught. We've seen this guy do it time in and time out. That is Keyshawn McKinney. Making the tackle for Sylacauga, Gabe Cox, but a big first down for the Childersburg Tigers. Douglas kind of threw that off his back foot as he was getting some pressure, but Keyshawn McKinney makes the running catch at the 37-yard line. There's a Randy Jinks first down. Douglas flips it out in the flat. That's Tyler Thompson. Excuse me, that is DJ Truss on the reception. And to make the tackle for Sylacauga is Malik Pope. At the 33-yard line. Whistles blow, penalty flag is down. Side judge threw that flag. Let's see what the referee calls here. Childersburg thinks it's against Sylacauga, and it is offside against the Aggies. Childersburg in Sylacauga territory at the 27-yard line. That is the first down. Douglas with Thomas behind him. He gives to Thomas, and Thomas slips down again. Thomas has had that happen to him a couple of times. His feet just go out from under him. He tries to make his cut. No gain on the play. We've had torrential rains for several days here in South Talladega County. I'm surprised the field is holding up as well as it has. Douglas rolling right, looking to throw, throws out in the flat, is caught at the 18-yard line. That is Cameron Thrash on the reception. Thrash with a good catch as he drives the defender back and turns, and only he could catch that ball, and he does at the 18-yard line. Now they say it was incomplete, I guess. Huh, looked like a good catch. At the 28-yard line. Childersburg trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. Trying to get 13-0 with 3:21 to go in the first half. Delay a game against Childersburg. Wow. Both teams hurting themselves with penalties. 5-yard mark off to the 33-yard line. You got to get to about the 17 for a first down. 3:21 to go in the first half. Jordan Ridgway with 2 touchdown runs for Sylacauga. The Aggies lead it 13-0. Douglas looking to throw. Being pressured, now he floats it down the field, and it's incomplete, but another penalty flag comes in. Keyshawn McKinney said the secondary in Sylacauga was holding. Well, let's see what the call is. Here's interference against Sylacauga. That'll be a first down for the Childersburg Tigers. spot the football. Maybe where they're going to put it. Can't really tell right in a minute. At the 17-yard line. To about the 16 is Zay Youngblood. Christian Twyman for Sylacauga with the tackle along with LaJordan Pearson. 3:08 remaining. The officials are going to measure to see if it's a first down. About the 16-yard line. 3:08 before halftime. Both bands performing at the break. Brought to you by Coosa Valley Medical Center. Chain stretch, it is a first down. First down, Childersburg. The drive remains alive. At the 16, it's a Randy Jinks first down. Douglas, a senior quarterback, with the junior Terry Thomas lined up behind him. 13-0 Sylacauga, 3:08 remaining in the first half. Douglas to Thomas. Thomas trying to get outside. Thomas breaks one tackle. He's inside the 10 to the 5 down the sideline. And Terry Thomas with a nice touchdown run of 16 yards. You see Thomas get outside, and he jukes the defender for Sylacauga and leaves him in his wake, and he's down the sideline 17 yards. Throwing into the end zone is caught. That is Keyshawn McKinney. So Childersburg right back in this football game. 2-point conversion is good, and it's 13-8. With 2:52 remaining in the first half. McKinney with a nice 17-yard, Terry Thomas with a nice 17-yard run. And the 2-point conversion is good as well. And Childersburg trails only now 13-8. With 2:52 to go in the first half. Sylacauga was hurt by penalties on that drive. Childersburg had a couple themselves, though. William Ford to kick off, the senior for Childersburg. 2:52 remaining. Short kick taken at the 23 or 33-yard line. It's Ridgway running laterally. Ridgway makes one man miss. Ridgway is on his feet. Ridgway across midfield to the 37-yard line. Jordan Ridgway with a great kickoff return. So Sylacauga will take over. A nice kickoff return by Ridgway. At the Childersburg 38-yard line, where Sylacauga will go to work. Half a field to work with. Less than a half a field at the 38-yard line, so a nice kickoff return by Jordan Ridgway. First down, Aggies. And being sacked all the way back to the 47-yard line is the quarterback for Sylacauga. And Maurice Bennett tracks Keith down, and Keith never saw him. Now he kind of glances at him, but he's too late. He's slammed down at the 47-yard line. They spotted at the 45. Loss of 9. Here is Ridgway. Ridgway got some running room. He's at the 30. tackled at the 25-yard line. Ridgway's got great vision of the field. And he runs it all the way to the 25-yard line. That should be an Aggie first down. So you get some blockers out here. The penalty flag is down. That's going to be against Sylacauga, so that'll wipe that run off. So both teams have been bitten by the penalty bug. The officials mark it off to the 47-yard line in Aggie territory. Sylacauga leading 13-8 with 2:06 remaining in the first half. Non-region matchup between two county foes that are about 8 miles apart. Childersburg with their new field, the second year they played on it. Keith rolling the throw, fires it, and it is batted away. Intended for Taylor, but on the coverage for Childersburg is Keyshawn McKinney. Clock stops, 1:41 remaining. Third down for Sylacauga and long. The senior Dalen Keith keeps it himself. Breaks a couple of tackles. He's in the secondary now. Keith is still on his feet. And finally tackled by Keyshawn McKinney. But a nice run. You see Keith get hit and bounce off a potential tackler. There's another one right there. And Keith running north and south. Fourth down and a couple. Sylacauga going to go for it here at the 31-yard line. 1:08 to go. Bad pitch and going down. That is Keith and Keith. Sylacauga with a bad snap. It was bobbled by Keith. You can see it right here. It went off his hand and had to catch it, and that just messed everything up. And Childersburg with a stop, Keith and Keith. So Childersburg now takes over at their own 35-yard line with a minute exactly left in the half. Don't be surprised if Childersburg doesn't throw it down the field. Empty backfield for quarterback. He's got Thomas back there with him. Looking to throw is Douglas. He pumps and throws, and it is intercepted. Interception by Malik Pope. Douglas threw into double coverage, and he was trying to get it to DJ Truss. He had time and then throws it again off his back foot, but he throws into actually triple coverage. And the interception by Malik Pope, the young freshman. So first down for Sylacauga at the 35-yard line. 52 seconds to go in the half. Sylacauga leading 13-8. Keith to throw it. Looking, rolling away from pressure. Still looking, now throws off balance as he's hit, and it's incomplete. On the coverage is Marquise Duncan. That took a lot of time, and not anything happening on that as Keith finally got some pressure and had to get rid of the football. Second down and 10 from the Aggie 35-yard line. Ridgway, the lone setback with Keith, and he gives it to Ridgway. Ridgway looking the field over. He's got the 40, he's got the 45, and out of bounds near midfield. Jordan Ridgway with another nice gain. That is a Randy Jinks first down. Still 38 seconds to go in the half. at the Tiger 49-yard line. Sylacauga will have it 1st and 10. Ridgway has gobbled up the yards in the first half. He's done an outstanding job running the football. Stockdale in there now with Keith, and Keith looks to throw it. Squares, got time, throws a rainbow out there into coverage, and it's intercepted. Interception by Keyshawn McKinney, and McKinney is tackled at the 32-yard line. 24 seconds to go. Simmons makes a stop for Sylacauga, but the Aggies throw the interception with 24 seconds to go in the half. He didn't get a whole lot on that ball, and you can see that the defender was right on it, McKinney. So Childersburg has it now. With 24 seconds to go, they're on 31-yard line. This time they're going to keep it on the ground. Running to the 39-yard line. That is Xavier Garrett. And they're probably not going to play another down here, as the first half is going to come to a close, with the Sylacauga Aggies holding to a 13-8 lead over the Childersburg Tigers in John Cox Stadium in Childersburg. This is the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week. Halftime show brought to you by Coosa Valley Medical Center is coming up next.
Not getting a good night's sleep? Come into King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga and let us help you get that good night's sleep you deserve. We carry the best quality mattresses at the best prices from Restonic, King Cole, and Park Place. Eurotop Queen mattresses start at $199. Check out our Restonic Cabot Eurotop mattress with 1,000 individually pocketed coils, marvelous middle for back support, and comfort gel memory foam. King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga. Best quality at the best prices.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
A funeral service represents a family's final farewell to their loved ones. Knowing this, we go beyond what is expected to ensure the ceremony is beautiful and memorable, a truly fitting tribute to that special life. We invite you to visit us to meet our staff and tour our renovated facility complete with a new dining area and catering services. We've been serving the people of this area for over 40 years, and we think that you'll be pleased to find that making lasting impressions remains our first priority. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Collier Motors Paint and Body, family owned and operated, has been serving the folks of Sylacauga and South Talladega County for over 26 years. We do all types of body work and use PPG paints. We offer a lifetime warranty for our work. We also do all types of insurance work too. We at Collier Motors are proud supporters of all our schools here in South Talladega County. So come in and see Norman, Leslie, and the guys. And from our family to yours, thank you.
Town and Country Cleaners, West Fort Williams and Sylacauga, Cherokee Road and Alexander City understand the business of life. Your dry cleaning is our specialty, whatever the season may be. Mondays, 5 laundry shirts, $8.25. Tuesday, 2-piece suits, $6.50. Wednesday, regular dresses, $6.50 each. And Wednesday and Thursday, pants, $3.25 each. From uniforms for officers to cheerleaders to band, we handle them all. Town and Country Cleaners, Sylacauga and Alexander City. From our friendly staff, we say
Thank you.
Halftime, Sylacauga 13, Childersburg 8, the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week on TV 47, the Alabama Cable Network, and TV 24. Let's take a look at some of the highlights tonight. Sylacauga gets on the board early with an 11-yard run by Ridgeway, and Ridgeway scored 2 touchdowns, and here's a nice 77-yard throw and catch, and this is McKinney. McKinney breaks a couple of tackles. He's down the sideline, and it appears that he scored, but a penalty negated that long touchdown. Sylacauga still leads it by a score of 7-0. And here's Sylacauga on the carry again. That's Ridgeway. And here's a nice throw out in the flat, and that is Pearson. And here's Ridgeway again with his second touchdown of the night. Sylacauga led at that point by a score of 13-0. Childersburg on the move. Here's a long throw down the field and a nice catch by McKinney. And Childersburg is in business. That's Terry Thomas. Thomas breaks a couple of tackles. He's down the sideline from 17 yards out. And Childersburg closes it within 13, or make it 13-6. They go for the 2-point conversion and make it as 13-8. And Sylacauga with quarterback Dylan Keith in trouble. And that was a long interception right there defensively as the Aggies come up with that one. That's Malik Pope, the freshman. Now here is Keith with an interception he threw, and that's Keyshawn McKinney coming back the other way. So both teams had penalties. They had turnovers. And Sylacauga leads as we get set to go in the third quarter, 13-8. Childersburg will get the football as we begin the third quarter of the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week. Jordan Ridgeway had a monster first half running the football. 2 touchdowns, one of 11, one of 4. But he had well over 100 yards in the first half rushing for the Sylacauga Aggies. The Aggies will go on defense as we kick off the third quarter. Sylacauga on top 13-8. Hey, don't forget, coming up after the game tonight, it'll be Pigskin Roundup, and we'll have all the scores from around the area, lots of highlights and interviews and stuff like that. So stay with us for that at 10:30 tonight here on TV 47, the Alabama Cable Network, and TV 24. Sylacauga will kick it away. Cole Porch will approach the football. as we begin the third quarter with Sylacauga leading 13-8. Kick is going to be fielded at the 18-yard line. And down on the tackle for Sylacauga is Harris. I think Youngblood thought the ball was going to go out of bounds, but it just kind of stuck there, and he fell on it. So Childersburg will have the football to begin the third quarter, trailing 13-8. Childersburg with a strong second half last week against Hanley and one going away. Let's see what they have here as they will take over just across the 20-yard line. Senior quarterback Austin Douglas. You got Terry Thomas, the junior, back there with him. First down and 10 for the Tigers at their 21-yard line. Douglas takes a snap and gives to Thomas, and Thomas is hit at the line of scrimmage and thrown down by Christian Twyman, the sophomore. Good job by Twyman. He fights off the blocker and just throws the ball carrier down. That's Terry Thomas. Good job by Christian Twyman. Second down and 11. Sylacauga and Childersburg in a long, long rivalry, high school football. Douglas swings out of the backfield to Thomas, and Thomas comes across the 25-yard line, and he is hit hard. And Sylacauga really put the lumber on it then. They'll bring up third down. The 25-yard line. Douglas gonna leave it with Thomas, and Thomas is hit and gets a couple of yards. He's in the grasp of Luke Vincent, the sophomore. So Childersburg will punt the football away. So good stop by Sylacauga defensively in the third quarter. Terry Thomas, the punter, stands at his 15-yard line. Gets a good snap and gets it out of there. Fair catch called for by Malik Pope, and the Aggies will take over the first possession of the third quarter, leading by a score of 13-8. You wouldn't think Sylacauga is going to do much different than it did in the first half, because they moved the ball very effectively on the ground with both Ridgeway and Stockdale. And of course, Keith made a couple of fine runs as well. So Sylacauga with the first down and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Third quarter action from John Cox Stadium in Childersburg. Keith with Ridgeway, and he gives it to Ridgeway off right in. Ridgeway is stood up and thrown back for a loss. Keyshawn Reynolds for Childersburg. Also Keith and Keith, loss of 2. Second down and make it 3 yards, second and 13. Childersburg adjusted their defense. They want to slow down this running game. You got 5, 6 men. Here's the quarterback keeper. And up near the 40-yard line is Dylan Keith. Jay Youngblood on the tackle, but Keith made a good run. Nice little seam there for Keith. And he's up at the 40-yard line. He'll have a first down. I think it's going to be very close, maybe. It is a first down. So Randy Jinks first down for the Aggies from the 40-yard line. This time it's Stockdale. Stockdale runs it to near midfield. Journey Stockdale, a junior. He's a hard man to bring down. He just bulls his way. And mark it at the 49-yard line. Nice run by Stockdale on first down. Picked up 9, 2nd and 1. (13-8) Sylacauga over Childersburg. And sacked. That's a nice tackle by Zay Youngblood. We called his name a lot of times tonight as he tackles Dylan Keith in the backfield. Loss of a yard. Got to bring up 3rd down and 2 now. Youngblood has played a whale of a game tonight for Talladega defensively. 1st down and more. That's Ridgeway. Ridgeway slipping tackle. Penalty flag is down. And probably going to be against Sylacauga. Ridgeway with a nice run. But let's see what the penalty flag is. You see Ridgeway get on the corner and it makes a nice move to the outside, and he goes down the sideline. Let's see what the penalty is. See what the referee's going to call here. Holding against Sylacauga. Another back-breaking penalty for the Aggies. At the 48-yard line. So it is a 1st down. Long time to get the play in. Quarterback keeper to the 43-yard line goes Keith. And circling over to make the tackle for Childersburg is Andrew Chapman. So a nice run on 1st down for Keith. 7:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ridgeway off right in. Ridgeway is pulled down from behind. Another great tackle, and that's Andrew Chapman again. Chapman has to come out because his headgear came off, but he just blew that play up. They run the sweep out there, and he just went through the blockers and made the tackle. 3rd down and 7. Fumble snap, and Keith is swarmed under back at midfield. Maurice Bennett, along with Keyshawn Reynolds. That'll bring up 4th down. Sylacauga spitting and sputtering on this drive. Sylacauga brings a punting team on. Brady Davis, a punter. The left footer kicks a nice punt and gets a good Aggie roll inside the 20, down at the 17-yard line. Rusty Kraft down on coverage. So Childersburg will take over. 6:37 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Sylacauga leading the Childersburg Tigers 13-8. A senior night here at Childersburg High School. Some of these guys playing their final game of the year against Sylacauga. This will be their last year playing for Childersburg. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers at about the 17-yard line. Douglas throws off balance and he throws it out of bounds. The closest receiver was Ryan Logan, but Sylacauga really put the heat on Douglas then. 2nd down and 10. Douglas has got a strong arm, as he's proven several times tonight. Second down and 10 from the 17. Man in motion is Bennett. A little swing pass out here to McKinney. McKinney is wrapped up. That is Zane Smith making the tackle. He spotted at about the 30-yard line. So third down. Have to hurry and get the play off. As Douglas comes all the way to the sideline to talk with the offensive coordinator. They got to hurry. And they have to call a timeout. Childersburg has to burn a timeout to keep them getting penalized. 13-8, Sylacauga. Back to John Cox Stadium right after this.
Ron Johnson has been serving the people in the Coosa Valley for over 38 years. As a voice for the citizens of District 33, he has been a champion for the schools and their athletic programs. Ron Johnson proudly supports the teams competing every Friday night here in District 33. So good luck and have a great season.
After the Childersburg timeout, the ball was at the 20-yard line. He was having a hard time seeing the numbers on the field now. So third down and long for Childersburg. Douglas rolling away from pressure. Now sidearms it, and let's see if they call out a catch. I believe so. That is DJ Truss. That is a Randy Jinks first down. Nice catch by Truss as he went down and got that ball. On the coverage for Sylacauga was Luke Vincent, but it's a Childersburg and Randy Jinks first down. At the 33-yard line. Douglas to the fullback Maurice Bennett. And Bennett just refuses to go down. Still not down. They didn't get much yardage, but hard to bring down. Second down and 8. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Sylacauga 13, Childersburg 8. John Cox Stadium in Childersburg. Douglas swings it out of the backfield and it's dropped. DJ Truss had it in his hands and just bounced off his hands. They'll bring up third down. Try to get Truss out here, and he's got some speed, but he just didn't pull it in. So third down and 8. Don't forget the Pigskin Roundup tonight at 10:30. All the highlights from around the region and some interviews as well. Getting back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. Sylacauga. A lot of guys around the football. Maurice Bennett on the carry, and Taylor Strickland along with others there to make the stop for Sylacauga. They bring up fourth down, and Thomas will punt it away. Stands at his 23-yard line. Gets a snap and kicks it out of there. It is a short kick and bounces out of bounds at the Sylacauga 43-yard line. So the Aggies in great field position at their own 43, leading 13-8 with just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Sylacauga 13, Childersburg 8. Childersburg is off next week, and Coach Beverly is happy that they get an off week. 1st and 10, Sylacauga. Ridgeway in the secondary. Ridgeway, one man to beat. He's down the sideline, still dancing, and finally pushed out of bounds. Jordan Ridgeway. See Ridgeway cut it inside, and now he's in the secondary and goes outside. Makes a couple of men miss, and he's finally pushed out of bounds. A big gain by Jordan Ridgeway. So Randy Jinks first down at the Childersburg 35-yard line. First man through, and that is Journey Stockdale, who picks up a nice gain there on first down. Isaiah Stamps. You see Journey Stockdale just both hands on the football and running straight ahead. He picks up 5, 2nd down and 5. This is Ridgeway, and Ridgeway is hit, and not much going on there for Jordan Ridgeway. Terry Thomas, one of the first to get there for Childersburg. Sylacauga brings in Brady Davis. And to the bottom of the screen is Taylor. And penalty flag is down. Legal procedure against Sylacauga. That'll back it up 5 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd down now and about 9 for the Aggies. Another penalty against Sylacauga. At the 35-yard line. 2:35 the clock moving on here in the third quarter. Keith wants to throw it. Hit as he throws, it's up in the air and is intercepted. Childersburg with the interception by Zay Youngblood. Keith was hit as he threw, and he just went straight up in the air. And Youngblood intercepts it at about the 24-yard line. And that is not good. Dylan Keith down on the field. He was hit as he threw the football. I don't know if we can see that replay again on that one while he's down. And Ridgeway, as he was trying to release the football, was really drilled, and he's going to have to come out of the game. He's holding his right arm. We hope it's just a stinger or something, but you see big pressure coming in. That's Terry Thomas putting a bonnet on him. And Youngblood with the interception, and let's see if Dylan Keith can shake that off. First down, Childersburg at their own 25-yard line. 2:22 to go in the third quarter, trailing Sylacauga 13-8. Douglas turns and just gives it away, and not much running room. Sylacauga just stacked it up. Cam Cook in there for the Aggies on that tackle. Second down and long. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Douglas wants to throw. He's chased and sacked. And it's Cam Cook again. Cam Cook, the senior, and he throws Thomas for a loss. Good job by Cam Cook. Be third down now and about 13 yards to go. At the 22-yard line. Possession down for Childersburg. And at 13 to go in the third quarter. Here's Douglas, rolling, throwing on the run. Was caught short of the first down. And big hit by Gabe Cox. That's McKinney on the reception. And he's hit as he catches it and knocked down at the 32-yard line. So Childersburg will kick it away. Terry Thomas from the 31-yard line. And that hits and picked up at the 35-yard line. And taken down there. That's Gabe Cox on the punt return. Now let's see if Keith is able to come back in the football game. It'll be interesting to see here. And another penalty flag is out. That apparently is going to be against Childersburg, the penalty. It's a first down for Sylacauga. I don't know if they're going to mark the penalty off back here or not. Sylacauga has J.D. Deloach in at quarterback. Deloach hands to Ridgway. Ridgway circling, and he's busted down. Childersburg is really putting a bonnet on Ridgway now. Bennett, along with Keith and Keith, as the third quarter comes to a close. After 3, Sylacauga 13, Childersburg 8. This is the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week.
Don't crack under the pressure of foundation issues. The certified specialists at Ox Foundation Solutions can permanently fix foundation problems at the best price guaranteed. And did you know, moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Not getting a good night's sleep? Come into King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga and let us help you get that good night's sleep you deserve. We carry the best quality mattresses at the best prices from Restonic, King Cole, and Park Place. Eurotop Queen mattresses start at $199. Check out our Restonic Cabot Eurotop mattress with 1,000 individually pocketed coils, marvelous middle for back support, and comfort gel memory foam. King's Mattress Outlet in Sylacauga. Best quality at the best prices.
J.D. Deloach is a junior, and he has replaced Dylan Keith. Dylan Keith, who was injured in that last series. He's going to need the running attack to take the Aggies home tonight. Deloach gives it to Ridgway. Ridgway bounces off one tackler and is going to be pushed out of bounds by Zay Youngblood. Maurice Bennett was there earlier, but Ridgway got by him. Bring up third down. Third down and about 6. Deloach ready to take the snap, and penalty flags are down. I think Sylacauga may have moved prematurely there. Bearden, the center, may have shifted the ball a little bit too early. The officials saw that. They bring up 3rd down and 12 now. Not a good spot to have your reserve quarterback, J.D. Deloach, who hadn't had a whole lot of playing time this year, to face this Childersburg defense. Deloach rolling away from pressure, squares and throws, and it is incomplete. Too tall as he was trying to get it to Brady Davis. That'll bring up 4th down. So Childersburg feels that they can put pressure on the Sylacauga quarterbacks and make them throw early. Dalen Keith already been knocked out with an arm injury, possibly a shoulder, as he was hit as he threw. So Sylacauga will punt. Davis will kick it away. The left footer hits it, and it bounces across the 20 and taken in by Maurice Bennett. Maurice Bennett is taken down to the 27-yard line. So Childersburg will take over with 11:37 to go in the game. Spot the football now. It's going to be closer to the 20-yard line instead of the 27. Right at the 21 is where they'll begin play. Douglas swings out of the backfield to Thomas. Thomas is hit and taken down at the 24-yard line. Rusty Kraft, along with Gabe Cox, combining on the stop. 2nd down, pickup of about 3. 2nd and 7. Approaching 11 minutes to go in the game. Sylacauga 13, Childersburg 8. It is senior night for the Childersburg Tigers. Here's Douglas. And Sylacauga hard hitting defensively. The ball carry is Thomas. Darian McElrath, along with Christian Twyman, combined on the stop. At the 26-yard line. He is 3rd down and 5 now. Douglas looking, being pressured. Now he's outside the pocket and throwing sidearm, incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th down. Torrey Harris on the coverage over there for Sylacauga. So Childersburg will punt the football again. No scoring here in the second half so far. Sylacauga led at halftime, 13-8. That's where we stand now as we approach 10 minutes to go in the game. Thomas stands at his 15-yard line to take the snap. Bobbles it, still bobbles it, and gets it out of there. Sylacauga didn't have the punt rush on, and they still get good field position at the 47-yard line. Thomas fielded a snap, bobbled it, tried to pick it up, bobbled it again, and finally kicks it out. Excellent field position for Sylacauga at the 47-yard line. If you're just joining us, J.D. Deloach spelling Dalen Keith, who was injured a couple of series ago for Sylacauga. don't see Keith on the sideline. He might be there, but I don't see him. J.D. Deloach's pass was hit as he threw it. It falls incomplete. Wanting to get it to Taylor again. 2nd down and 10. Sylacauga and Childersburg. County rivalry, South Talladega County. Deloach gives to Ridgway. Ridgway circling. He's got a little running room, and Ridgway still breaking tackles. Nice run by Ridgway to the 30-yard line. Ridgway just takes a handoff and got good vision, knows where his blockers are, gets behind the big guys, and makes a nice run. 3rd down and 3 from the 40-yard line. Sylacauga wants to get some first downs, and with the first down and more is Journey Stockdale. So it is a first down for Sylacauga. Stockdale got a little seam there and falls forward for the Aggie first down at the 35. So Randy Jinks first down. Deloach under center this time, and he keeps it himself. Deloach lowers his head and picks up some yardage. He's under Keyshawn Reynolds. You see Deloach pull it out and lower his head right there, and he takes on Maurice Bennett. A nice gain. 2nd down and about 3. Clock at 8:25 to go. Off left end is Malik Wyckoff. He didn't get much. Wyckoff, a junior. That'll bring up 3rd down. Sylacauga pulling their guards, but Childersburg wasn't fooled on that play. Isaiah Stamps there to make the stop. Ridgway keeps it. Ridgway near the 20-yard line. That'll be a Randy Jinks first down for the Aggies. They move the chains again. Ridgway with a nice 3rd down run for the first down. And it looks like we've got a timeout here after the Randy Jinks first down. We'll take one as well. 8 minutes exactly to go in the football game. Sylacauga 13, Childersburg 8.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Sylacauga with another first down, leading Childersburg 13-8 with 8 minutes exactly to go in the football game. We'll get Pigskin Roundup tonight at 10:30. We'll get you up to speed on all the games from across the state tonight. First down and 10 from the 21-yard line. And Deloach slips down for no gain. Field is not in terrible shape, but there's certain spots on the field they just have really hard time in making those cuts. Second down and 10. drops it. It's on the ground. Childersburg still loses it, and the Aggies get on it. Boy, what a great play by Taylor, as it was a hot potato. And you watch this, Deloach drops it, tries to pick it up, can't. He slaps it away from him, and it slips out from under the defender for Childersburg. That was Keyshawn McKinney, and Taylor alertly gets on it for Sylacauga. Back to the 33-yard line. That could have been a disaster for Sylacauga. Trying to get the play in. Deloach a little bit unsure. Now he's set. And whistles blow. The Aggies, I think it was Sylacauga calling a timeout. In any event, we'll take one as well. Sylacauga 13, Childersburg 8.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
.6:33 remaining in the football game. Sylacauga clinging to a 13-8 lead over Childersburg. See Keith along the sideline over there, but it's J.D. Deloach that's going to take it the rest of the way, looks like. Third down and long. Deloach looks to throw, and he just loops it out there. It's a jump ball situation, and it's incomplete. On the coverage for Childersburg is Duncan. The intended receiver is Taylor. That'll bring up fourth down. That wasn't a well-thrown ball. It may have slipped out of JD's hand. So fourth down, Sylacauga go for it here on the 31-yard line. Deloach looking to throw. And he's hit as he throws the football, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Taylor, but it's incomplete. And boy, J.D. Deloach was unloaded on by the Childersburg Tiger defender. You see him coming through, and that's 52, and he hit him right in the back. That's Keith. So Childersburg will take over on downs from their own 32-yard line. 6:20 to go in the football game. This has been a hard-hitting game by both teams. Very clean played football game. Austin Douglas, the senior quarterback. He's off to Maurice Bennett. Maurice Bennett crosses the 35 to the 37-yard line. Chase Ivy gets him down. Clock running, 6 minutes to go in the game. Sylacauga trying to hold on here. Childersburg has it at their own 37-yard line, second down and 6. Douglas looking to throw. Steps in the pocket, now throws. Got a man open down there, and he's got it inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, all the way to the 7-yard line. What a great catch by Cameron Thrash. Douglas stepped up in the pocket and hits Thrash down the field, and Thrash makes a great run after the catch. Sylacauga defender beaten on the play. That's Ware, and Ware was trying to get back there and couldn't. And Thrash Runs it all the way to the 7-yard line where it's 1st and goal, Childersburg. It's a Randy Jinks first down. 5:09, the clock running. Here's Bennett looking to throw. Fires it into the end zone, incomplete. Good coverage that time by Gabe Cox. 2nd down and goal. Childersburg with a golden opportunity here to take the lead. Clock stops, 5:03 in the game. 2nd and goal for Childersburg at the Aggie 7-yard line. Terry Thomas, the lone setback. Douglas gives to Thomas. Thomas dives inside the 5 to about the 4. He fumbles the football. Sylacauga says they have it. And on the recovery for the Aggies is Malik Pope. And as Aggie football, Terry Thomas fumbled. And he got a little seam in there and falls forward. And Thomas is hurt on the play. And Sylacauga with a big recovery. So with 4:55 to go in the football game, Sylacauga leads Childersburg 13-8 back in 30 seconds.
A funeral service represents a family's final farewell to their loved ones. Knowing this, we go beyond what is expected to ensure the ceremony is beautiful and memorable, a truly fitting tribute to that special life. We invite you to visit us to meet our staff and tour our renovated facility complete with a new dining area and catering services. We've been serving the people of this area for over 40 years, and we think that you'll be pleased to find that making lasting impressions remains our first priority. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.
Terry Thomas, the injured player, able to get up and off the field. Thomas coughs the football up. Sylacauga recovers at the 5-yard line. First down and 10 Aggies with 4:55 to go in the game. Childersburg wanted to make a stop here and get the football back one more time. Dylan Keith is back in at quarterback. Dalen Keith. Keith keeps it. And he comes across the 8 to the 9-yard line. He's in the grasp of Maurice Bennett. Picked up close to 5 as his nose of the football near the 10-yard line. 4:25 to go. Sylacauga running some of that clock now. Dalen Keith. He's going to keep it himself, and he's tackled as he crosses the 7-yard line. Another stop by Zay Youngblood. Youngblood has been all over the field tonight. Third down and long for Sylacauga. Keith sending a man in motion. Ridgeway looking for some blockers and can't get them. He's tackled at the 8. It'll be 4th down. Maurice Bennett along with Zay Youngblood again. So it's 4th down. Sylacauga will punt the football. Not much movement. Sylacauga couldn't get Childersburg defense down the field any. They'll bring up 4th down. Childersburg defense have played very salty most of the game. Good snap. Kick is out of there by Davis and taken in the 48-yard line. That's Maurice Bennett. He's swarmed under back at the 45. So Childersburg 65 yards away from taking the lead with 2:46 to go in the football game. Tigers had an opportunity at last drive and fumbled it inside the 5-yard line. So they're going to try it again. This will probably be their last opportunity here in this series. Here's Douglas. Sylacauga's defense played well tonight also. 4-man front. Douglas looking to throw. And he throws a home run ball. And it is incomplete. Good coverage by Sylacauga. Pass intended for Keyshawn McKinney. But the Aggies, Gabe Cox and Malik Pope on the coverage. 2nd down and 10. Sylacauga will be back at Legion Stadium next week. Childersburg has the week off. Here is Douglas. Giving to Maurice Bennett. Bennett's hit at the 50-yard line. Christian Twyman along with Zane Smith. Bennett has to come out. His headgear came off, and replacing him, Terry Thomas. Terry Thomas, maybe the best all-around player on this Childersburg team. Third and 9. Here's Douglas to throw, and is caught at the 40-yard line. Keyshawn McKinney. That'll be a Randy Jinks first down. Douglas slipped as he threw the football, but a good job by Keyshawn McKinney to get to it. It'll be a first down for Childersburg, a Randy Jinks first down, 2:04 to go in the game. Douglas to Terry Thomas. Thomas has got 3 yards to the 37. Darian McElrath pulls him down. And they say now that he only got a yard, so it's 2nd and 9. Minute 50 to go. Childersburg got plenty of time at the 39-yard line. Douglas is going to throw it. Flips it, and it's too tall. Pass over the head of Keyshawn McKinney. They'll bring up 3rd down. McKinney has been his favorite receiver tonight. McKinney caught 2 touchdowns last week. So 3rd down for the Childersburg Tigers. Childersburg 3-2 on the season. Sylacauga 4-1. Cameron Thrash, who caught a big ball earlier in this drive, or the last drive I should say, he's at the top of the screen. Here's Douglas being flushed out of the pocket. He throws it down the field, and it is a jump ball, incomplete. 2 Sylacauga defenders run together, and both trying to get to the football. That is Vincent and Dontavius Ware. So it's 4th down. And this is the play here for the Childersburg Tigers, and they want to call a timeout. Minute 42 to go in the football game. Sylacauga 13, Childersburg 8. The Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week continues after this.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Sylacauga will probably try to get pressure on Douglas. When they pressured him, he throws off balance. They seem to affect his throws more. He's going to be looking more than likely for Keyshawn McKinney. He goes to the top of the screen. Also out there with him is Cameron Thrash and DJ Truss. 4th down. Sylacauga with a 4-man front. Here's Douglas. Sylacauga coming with a blitz, stepping up and sacked at the 42-yard line. Cam Cook, along with, you see Sylacauga getting pressure off the top. Cam Cook, along with Zane Smith, close out the quarterback. That may close out the game. Sylacauga did come with the blitz. They got some pressure, and the big sack, as Douglas didn't have anywhere to throw it. It'll be 1st down, Sylacauga. The clock stopped at minute 37. Keith has Stockdale over there with him. He gives it off to Stockdale off left end, and there's no give to this Childersburg defense. Keith and Keith, another outstanding play by Keith. Childersburg, I think maybe a penalty flag down here. I think it is. It may be against Childersburg. Yep, face mask. Wow. $15 yards. That is a backbreaker there. All the way to the Childersburg 41-yard line. Minute 28 to go. Sylacauga just needs to run the clock here and protect the football. Lou Dale has not played tonight here for Sylacauga. He suffered a concussion last week. The play clock is running. So is the game clock at a minute 10 as Keith is going to run it all the way down. He hands it back off to Stockdale again. Stockdale got a couple of yards. The stop made by Keyshawn Reynolds. Sylacauga with 45 seconds to go. All the Aggies got to do is just kneel on the football. Keith running that play clock all the way down. Takes a snap, takes a knee, and that's going to do it. As the Childersburg Tigers fought hard tonight, but couldn't come back to beat the Sylacauga Aggies. Sylacauga led 13-0. Childersburg gets a score in the second quarter to make it 13-8. Childersburg had opportunity deep in Aggie territory. Terry Thomas fumbles inside the 5-yard line. Sylacauga recovers and is able to stave off the Childersburg Tigers to win this one by a score of 13-8. Ridgeway and Stockdale were the two big guys running the football for Sylacauga, especially Ridgeway tonight. He had well in excess of 150 yards on the ground. Childersburg, their defense, very, very tough tonight. It was a hard fought football game. And it's good to see the team shaking hands, and this is what it is, a game. Sylacauga wins this game by a score of 13-8. It was not easy, as the Childersburg Tigers fought valiantly, but Sylacauga comes away with that 13-8 win. Take a look at some of the replays from the football game, and there's Ridgeway with an 11-yard touchdown run to get the Aggies on the board, 7-0. And here is a play that was called back. Keyshawn McKinney from 77-yard pass play, but Childersburg called for holding, and that negates that touchdown, so it's still 7-0 Aggies. And the Aggies with Ridgeway with a nice run there. And here is the quarterback Keith throwing out here, caught by Taylor, and Taylor is pushed out of bounds. Off balance is Douglas throwing, and it is caught by Keyshawn McKinney for a big gain for Childersburg. Here's the Tigers with Terry Thomas from 17 yards out. He's down the sideline and puts Childersburg on the board. They trail by a score of 13-8 after the two-point conversion is good. That's where we are at halftime. Sylacauga with Keith being injured on this play as he was sacked by Maurice Bennett. And here is Douglas throwing off balance, and that pass intercepted by Sylacauga's Malik Pope. Here's another interception, this time by Childersburg, and that's Keyshawn McKinney with the interception. So a lot of turnovers, a lot of penalties, hard hitting tonight. This is Douglas throwing out here, and a nice catch by DJ Truss. And Truss had to really get into that one. And here's a play that Keith was injured on. He threw the interception. Zay Youngblood intercepts. But Sylacauga defensively just too tough, as Cam Cook with the sack of quarterback Austin Douglas. Remember, Childersburg had it inside the Sylacauga 5-yard line. They fumbled it away as Terry Thomas is hit and has the ball stripped. And Sylacauga takes over when Childersburg thought they were going to go in and take the lead. Sylacauga holds on to beat Childersburg by a score of 13-8. The Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week from John Cox Stadium in Childersburg. Stay tuned for the Pigskin Roundup about 10:30. Hope you can be back with us for more high school action next week on the Donahue Physical Therapy High School Game of the Week from John Cox Stadium. I'm Jim Adele Abrams for all our broadcast team at TV 47 and TV 24 and the Alabama Cable Network. Your final again, Sylacauga 13, Childersburg 8.